Try it again. Hey, everybody.
Is Elaine coming on?
I sent her the link.
Yeah.
But she may be asleep, so.
Well, I can't see the top. I'm in the chat in StreamYard, so.
So the humidity is going to be 80%.
Oh, so it's raining and hot.
Yeah. So do you know my butt is staying in? You know my butt staying out inside the house.
What do? It's summer. It's hot. Yeah. Summer showers and all that. So, hi everyone.
Hello.
Ladies' night and Billy Bob and Dustin.
Yep, Florida Mama Bear.
Florida Mama Bear. It's almost 11 p.m. Eastern. Do you know where your children are?
Just Sarah jumped on.
Hey, Sarah.
Dot's on.
Hello, Miss Dot. Hello, sweetie.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous this week coming up. So
we're talking about how hot and humid it is in our area. So
yeah, 80% humidity. That's going to be fun. Very fun.
I don't have air conditioner here anymore, so I put it a couple hours after the sun goes down so it wouldn't be so hot. But I do have my fan going, so if you see me blowing in the wind over here, got it powered all the way up.
Nope, I put the air conditioner in the living room the day before yesterday. My son put his in his room today. He's like, Mom, I need my air conditioner on. I go, let's go to the shed and get it out there. Clean it up and put it on there. I was like, yeah. He's like, it's going to be so hot Monday and Tuesday. I go, yeah, I know. I'm like, I know. It's ridiculous.
U-Haul just jumped in. Hello, U-Haul.
Hey, U-Haul.
I ain't got no way. It's called a towel. A towel is air conditioner. You wipe your sweat off.
Hello.
Oh, Sarah, you got beautiful weather. 58 degrees.
58. That's pretty chilly.
What the hell's here?
Oreo cookies.
When you don't have AC, 58 sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure does. Rain today. Yeah. Doesn't it rain quite a bit in Washington, doesn't it?
It's right there on the floor.
I guess it does.
I think that's what I've always thought anyway. I don't know. Too tall, Rob. Hello.
Hello from Kansas. Not too far away from me.
It does rain a lot there.
I haven't had Oreos in forever. I was like, Oreo time.
I love Oreos.
I haven't had them in like 4 months. And I went to the store today and I got in trouble. I bought me
Oreos are a staple in my house.
I was probably not buying them because, I mean, I can like sit there and eat a whole pack if my depression hits. A whole pack of milk. And I'm good. But other than that, I can control it. So I just got like 3 or 4.
Oreos.
Yeah. And mine's got I love the double stuffed.
Yes.
But
I like kind of part, so it doesn't matter.
My daughter used to call them ooyos.
My grandson does that.
Ooyos. And she'd dip them in peanut butter.
Oh.
Oh.
Where have I seen that? I saw that in the movie.
They did it on the Parent Trap.
There's where I saw it.
Yep. And she loved that movie. She was obsessed with that movie.
Yeah, with Lindsay Lohan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that one.
I
seen the movie with peanut butter. I was like, ew. Okay. Well, she doesn't have to do that anymore. They sell them peanut butter though.
Yeah, but she still does it.
They might not taste the same though. Maybe so.
Right.
It might be different.
It's 79 in Florida. It's 79 here. I don't know what the humidity is. I don't know if they'll tell me on here.
Nope. I know Monday I ain't going nowhere. 180% humidity. Uh-uh.
So
I'm gonna be in the living room next to the air conditioner.
What is it? We're at 81 humidity, but it's raining here. So.
Oh, you got rain? That's why we got so many mosquitoes. All this rain.
Yeah.
You all get too much rain.
Oh man, we got
ridiculous.
I had to go water the flower. I had to water my son-in-law's plants twice today.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
They started shriveling up again. So I went out there and gave them some more water, and they poofed back up. But yeah, I don't want him coming home and his little broccoli plants just wilting away.
Nope. I have to cut the grass again. I don't even want to look at it. It's long already. It's ridiculous. My yard's so big. I look at it and I go, I don't want this. Already. We got so much rain. It's ridiculous. We got a lot of mosquitoes because of it.
We have to schedule.
Yeah.
Grass between all the rain.
And that's what I have to do. I have to wait until it stops raining to cut the grass, to then it starts raining again. And I'm like, why the hell did I just cut the grass for? By the time it stops raining again, it's going to be, and sure enough.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, my sister just finished using my lawnmower to cut her grass. Her lawnmower wouldn't start. She's like, can I borrow your lawnmower? I'm like, sure. Here, go get it out of the shed. I just hand her the keys. Here, get it. I'm like, I was sitting there. I was telling my daughter, I'm so bored. All of a sudden, my cousin pops up. I'm like, oh, shit.
Spoke too soon.
I said I was bored. I didn't say I wanted company. I'm like, shit. And then to turn on the grill to get all, because they won't do it. I had to do it. I'm like, why do I have to cook? Shit. I'm like, damn. I'm the one that has to stand there and sweat and get all the smoke on. And I'm like, son of a bitch. What the hell?
So how's Dot feeling today? She doing good?
Who?
Dot?
She was on. I didn't read her.
Yeah,
I know.
She's here.
She's in here.
She was on. I know Elaine posted something about they did a procedure on her, and but she's still high risk for amputation or something. I was like,
yeah. So I was just asking her how she was doing.
Yeah, she said answered somebody now, but
Too tall.
I wish I had my other phone, but I don't.
Yeah.
11 raccoon babies coming to visit the porch. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Red would try to keep one and bring it inside. Bring them inside.
Yeah. No. My daughter's scared to death of raccoons.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. She got attacked. She got attacked by a raccoon when she was in high school. And now she's scared to death of them. Oh. And it was a big one too.
I don't mean to laugh. I can't imagine somebody getting attacked by a raccoon. I know it happens, but
I know we got a lot of groundhogs this year and a lot of bunnies. She says she's doing okay. They put me in a different room. I'm really tired, but in a lot of pain. Thank you all for your prayers.
Well, we'll keep them coming, honey.
She's in a different room.
Does this room have a TV?
I hope so.
I know the last one you had didn't have a TV.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I just stared at a blank wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's hard enough being in a room doing nothing and then no TV.
Yeah.
Especially some people that don't like hospitals.
I know they left them at the front desk, so I hope somebody brought them to you.
Oh, yeah. Did she get it, though? She says she's on her phone, but yes, it does have a TV.
Good, good.
Mm-hmm. Do you get your snacks from Miss Red?
She has a raccoon that weighs 48 pounds. Daggum.
Yeah, they're big, man. Those suckers can get big.
Wow. I've never seen
this one is huge.
I mean, I've seen little ones, but
no, we got big ones, man.
How bad did y'all get stuck in traffic?
Pit bulls here.
Jesus.
Only took us 15 minutes to get out.
We had to wait till all of the cars were done.
Yeah, because y'all just sat there and y'all didn't leave right away.
No, they weren't letting anybody out.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My son had a lot of wild raccoons. Little Nikki just had 4 babies and took them straight to my son.
Yeah.
They left the babies with my son to watch.
Raccoons?
Mm-hmm. Little baby raccoons?
Yeah, she sent me pictures of that a while ago. They're so cute. She said the nurse is going to check again for me. I guess she hasn't gotten her snacks.
You haven't got your snacks?
She says the nurse is gonna check again for her.
I put your name on him.
Yeah.
You get up, you see, we have big ones. I mean, these things are literally the size of pit bulls. I mean, they're big.
Yeah. Well, this year we've been extremely with groundhogs and bunnies. I'm hoping that little baby made it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still under that bush I put him on next to the house, or it took off somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it made it because we got a lot of cats around here. My neighbor has like 3 cats, and they're mostly outdoor cats. She has them indoors, but she lets them outdoor most of the time. And she's got one that's really good at hunting.
That's where the picture they sent me from DoorDash.
So it's at the nurse's station.
Yeah.
Isn't in one of the nurse's station.
They better get it to you.
Yeah. So she's got one cat that's really good at hunting. And this cat, if the bird is slow, she's good at getting those birds. She just snatches them. I'm like, what? I saw her doing it once. I couldn't believe it. This cat was like, and she got it too. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, wow.
I'm thinking that too, Florida Mama Bear. They probably ate them.
Oh, no. That will suck. That's not good. That wasn't for the nurses. It says Dot on it. Dorothy.
What's your name?
That's not right. If they did that, that's messed up.
Yeah, I put your full name on there and your room number.
That's really messed up if they did.
And your phone number. I'm going to contact them and let them know that you still have not received it.
Yeah. You got kittens.
Mm-hmm. She's got kittens in her backyard.
Oh, I have a lot of kittens.
Yeah, no. I want my daughter to get rid of her dog already. I don't want no pets.
Well,
I
that's
just
what I said. I don't want, after my big cat died, Chucky died, I was like,
mm-hmm.
well, before he passed, I was like, oh, I'll be pet free once, you move on to the great cat sky.
Yeah.
But nope,
Listen,
I
this
got inherited 2 other ones. Damn,
this
these
one is
cats are gonna outlive me.
yeah. This one's 4 years old. And he's
Same as mine, Sarah. Mine are all barn cats, but I feed them. So
yeah. And he eats everything. He is so overweight that she doesn't even dare take him to the vet because the
They're gonna,
vet's gonna yell at her.
and poor little cats are not gonna know what to do whenever you move.
I know.
Right? You
Yeah.
fed them for all
I'm gonna
these
try
years.
to catch. I'm gonna try to catch the ones that I can catch, and I'm gonna take them with me and get them fixed.
There you go.
There, yeah.
I don't know what to do. I mean, there's like 45 fucking cats out here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with all of them. I'm like,
Yeah. That's what's around here. The neighbors have cats and stuff, and they just leave them outdoors. I'm like, ugh.
But
My cats don't go outside.
No, these people have like indoor, outdoor cats. One of them, like 2 doors down from me, across the street, she leaves her window open that much and
No.
has no screen on it so that the cats can come in and out.
oh,
I'm like, ugh.
my mother-in-law did that.
Yeah,
She
and
let
you
those-
see them. They do. They go and they hop onto the windowsill and they go in and they come back out. I'm like, okay. My sister lost one. She had 4. I don't know who opened the door and one of her cats ran out. She never found it.
Aw.
Yeah, she never found it. We searched for that cat, but too many cats around here. And she would have recognized him, but we didn't see it.
Mm.
So we don't know where that cat went. He was so lovable and so friendly. I think someone took it.
Some animals run off because they know they're gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I told her, but she said he wasn't that old. I was like, maybe he was sick. You didn't know, and
Yeah.
Well, Chuck liked going out on the porch, but I had a baby gate, and he was too big. I mean, he was a, 30-some-pound cat. He
Wow.
couldn't just crawl through the little slats in the deck. So I just put a baby gate up to the steps, and he just stayed on the back porch, and he loved it out there. These cats are too little. They're too skinny. I think Sawyer would be okay out there because he's kind of bigger than Cletus, but Cletus is too little, too big, too thin. He's like Harvest Town, but he's too thin. He doesn't gain weight like they did. He's not husky like they were.
You got them fixed though, right?
Oh yeah, they're all fixed.
Yeah.
Usually they'll gain some weight when they get fixed. Hey, Lucy.
So Cletus is getting a little bit of a belly on him.
Yeah.
But he's still little, where Sawyer, he's huge. I mean, he's probably not as big as Chucky was, but he's getting close.
Yeah. My mother has 2 cats, and the oldest one is so mean. I don't like him at all.
World. Hello. How are you?
Stage off. There you go. Push buttons.
My mother's cats are mean. I told her, you need to get rid of them. I ain't getting rid of my babies. But then again, she's so mean to them, poor things. Especially I think the oldest one, I think he's jealous of the little one. Because the little one likes to cuddle with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets near my mother, the old one beats on him and pulls chunks. I mean, chunks of hair out of this poor cat. I'm like, dang, Mom, that cat's gonna kill him. Yeah, and then they named them so weird. One is Snowball is the bad one, the one that likes to rip out and the other one they named him Chewbacca, Chewy. Yeah, they call him Chewy for short. That was my nephew's. Those are my nephew's cats, and my mom got stuck with them because he got married, and he took Chewy with him, and my mother kept Snowball, and he had to bring the other one back because he doesn't fight with Snowball, but he was fighting with her cat. So they had to get rid of him back to my mother. I'm like, poor Chewy. That poor cat. Yeah. No, I'm like, ugh.
I love animals, but whew.
No, I don't. My next animal. My next animals, I want a cow, a couple of chickens. I told my daughter I want a small farm.
Yeah.
No cats, no dogs. A cow, some chicken, maybe
you have to have cats to keep the mice away.
A goat or two. I don't think I'll need a cat. I think there's plenty of them around. They'll probably be in the barn anyway. My daughter is like, yes, Mom. All right, Mom.
I wouldn't want
I know.
goats. Ugh.
Yeah.
All in there like escape artist, and you got to have a lot for them to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to have them so that they would keep the grass down, but well, where we're here, I was like, I'm not chasing goats down the freaking highway.
Right.
Like I've had to do that with the dogs before, and that's not fun. My son's dog got out on me one day. I just woke up and was letting the other dog see he runs off. So we have to put him on a leash.
Yeah.
And then take him to the gate and then put him in the fence. But my other dogs, they come out and they go right to the gate and I can let him in. But he comes off and he runs down. I don't have a bra on. I don't have shoes on. It's raining. I'm just like, please come back. Running and these stupid trucks are coming.
I would have been at the other end. Bye. That's what I do to this one. He disappeared. It was winter. It was winter. She took him out to go potty. He disappeared on her. He was hiding next to the trash where we put the trash in. She's over here, Mom, the dog. I'm like, bye.
Oh. No,
she's
God.
She's like, you're so mean. But then the damn dog is always after me, though. He sees me sitting and he comes and he's like,
oh, that's not good, Dot. Why do you have bed sores? Are they not turning you and moving you?
Right. Yeah, those aren't good.
No, it's not good.
They need to start
telling them that
right
you've
away.
got bed sores. They can treat that. If they're in the hospital, Dot, speak up. Use your voice.
Yeah. You shouldn't have bed sores. They need to be moving you.
Yeah. Yes. I used to stay with my husband. I used to move him. Because I knew in this hospital here close to us, they would. But they sent him once to one that's like 45 minutes away from us. And it's a bigger hospital and they have better doctors. But all they have there is like young nurses that don't like to do their jobs. Why did you become a nurse if you don't want to do your job?
Yeah.
So they sent him from this one that I like to that big one because they thought it was his heart. But I told the doctors over here, it's not his heart. He's got what was it that he had? He had this thing with his heart. And I told him, oh, Bulgara, something like that. So he had that, and I told him, "Is that?" And he's like, "No, it looks like his heart's, So we're gonna send him over there because they got a better heart doctor over there, and blah blah blah." And the doctor over there, when he got there, he was so mad. Why didn't they listen to you? I'm like, I told them several times what it was. They just didn't listen to me. He was mad because he's like, it's not his heart. I was like, and I told him, yep, I did. But I was going to snatch. I told my daughter, they need to move him back over there because those little girls, I'm going to snatch one of those. My husband was having a hard time breathing because he had pneumonia all the time. He had aspirating pneumonia all the time. He used to aspirate. So they moved him over there thinking it was his heart. So they kept him over there. And I was like, can you please move him back over there, please? I know how this hospital. He was having a hard time breathing. This little girl, I was like, oh, little girl, please. Passed by one of the nurses. And I go, can somebody come and help him? He's having a hard time breathing. Oh, he's not my patient. I'm like,
so
what? I'm like, say what? You're not. Oh, I'll find his nurse. I'm like, oh, hell no. I was about to grab this little girl and be like, get in that damn room right now and do something.
If you're an employee of this hospital, this is your damn patient. Do something.
No, she wouldn't because it wasn't her patient. I'm like, and in this hospital that I like, any nurse, you would flag them down and they're in the room. Yes, what can I help you with? Over there is like, I'm like, and when the nurse came in, I'm like, I need him transferred. I really do. I need him transferred to this hospital because I'm going to jail. She looked at me. Oh, I told her I'm going to jail. She looked at me like, why? I go like, these little girls don't like to do their jobs. Or she didn't even come in. I go, no. She said, I'll find your nurse. I'm like, she was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, please transfer him. Fill out the papers for transfer. If it's not his heart, I want him over there. I had him transferred like that. That big hospital, they hired these little girls that, and then they don't want to do their job. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I'm going to jail. I was like, nope, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, the hospitals seem to be getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Like
and
they don't
I tell you, young girls that don't want to do their job, they just want to get paid.
Yeah.
Because nursing is a good job. And no, it's not, because I've seen a lot of nurses go on strike a lot because they ain't getting paid enough.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're all hyped up about, but yeah, no, I'm going to snatch one of y'all. They need to transfer my husband like tomorrow. I'm like, put in the damn papers. And she's like, but no, put in the damn papers for transfer. Shoot. Nope. I used to stay with him because I knew over there, they were not going to do their jobs. Over here, they come in, they check on you. Do you need anything? And I like that hospital better. And they used to tell me I could stay anytime with him. And I didn't bother any of them. I was like, I'll do it. I don't bother. It don't bother me doing it. I'll flip him around. I turn him on his side, put some pillows on his back to keep him from flopping back. And I used to do everything for my husband.
It's
But
sad
the
you don't
house,
have to because that's what they're there for. But
Dustin, my husband passed away almost 3 years ago, sweetheart. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. But I used to do everything for him. I was like, and my daughter's like, he ain't going to no home. I'm like, he's got a home. The hell?
Right?
He's got a home. He's got me. He's got you guys. While he was here, my son and my daughter were the ones helping me out, lifting him and doing everything for him until, his last days. But, yeah. And when the last time that he went in, they only gave him 3 days. And he made it, what? Almost 2 months?
wow.
After the doctor said he only had 3 days. I was like, oh. Hell yeah, Sarah. I was going to more than punch the nurse. I was going to snatch her little ass. Shoot. I don't play around. You do it. It's your job. Shit. I was not going to just punch her. She was going to get snatched. Yeah, no, my daughter's like, my mother's going to jail. My mother's going to jail. Heck no. And that's why my mother doesn't like me going with her anywhere. Like doctors and stuff, because I don't take it. I don't.
Do you have to get a pep talk before you go? They're like, okay, now, Carmen.
My mother does that. Yeah, my mother does. My mother does that, and she tried, but it don't work. She took me to. Her doctor was like almost half hour from us. I was like, damn, So I took her. This lady comes in, and I got nothing against them, but a nurse practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
My mother had this cough. I know this cough. I have had this cough. It's asthma cough. Do something. She wouldn't do nothing. I looked at my mother, and my mother looked at me, and she's like, oh, shit.
Here we go.
Here we go. I was like, so this is what I have to tell you. Get her freaking records ready. I already have another doctor for her. She's like, but why? But I have another doctor for her. Thank you very much. Get me her records ready. She's gone. Bye. You don't know what the hell you're doing. I brought her and I changed her to my doctor. I spoke to my doctor. I go, so if I ask you to, she wasn't taking any more patients. I was like, so can you take my mom, please? And she's like, sure, I'll take your mom. So she took my mother and I went with her to her appointment. And I wasn't going to change her right away or nothing. I was giving this doctor, a nurse practitioner, a chance. I was like, you ain't going to do nothing about her cough. You're not going to send her to a pulmonologist or to get x-rays done or none of that. You know what? Give me her records. She's out of here. Peace out. I want her records in the front desk. I'm taking her out. So I brought her records over here, made her appointment. My doctor sent her to the pulmonologist. They did all the tests. And she got the same pulmonologist I got. And I know him since I was yay high. And I've always told the doctors, don't sugarcoat things. Just tell me how it is. Don't sugarcoat it. White sugarcoat stuff, right? So I've known him since I was a kid. So I grew up seeing him, and we go back and forth. My pulmonologist is awesome, and we go back and forth. And he's like, so why are you here? I go, I'm not here for me. I'm here for her. Oh, okay. So, and I didn't tell my mom that he knew Spanish. So I kept that from her, and she's like telling me, tell him this, tell him that. And I'm over here. I just looked at him. I go, you heard that, right? She was trying to tell me, oh, don't tell him I got birds. Don't tell him I got cats. And he looked at her and he goes, so señora. And he talked to her in Spanish. And she looked at me and she goes, you son of a bitch. You did not tell me he knew Spanish. I go, nope. And
you got
so
caught.
he was trying to tell him I don't have no birds, I don't have no cats. Woman, you have like 4 birds and 2 cats, and you're telling me to lie to my doctor? I couldn't even lie to this man. He already knew when I went. He had my asthma controlled, and I went with this cough, the same cough my mother had when I took her from that doctor, nurse practitioner. Every day, all day, and getting worse and getting worse and getting worse. I go, Mom, that is asthma, and she's not doing anything about it. You need to go see. Oh, she says I don't have asthma. I'm okay. I'm like, okay. Yep, sure enough, she has asthma. And he goes, in Spanish, he told her all this in Spanish. You need to get rid of your birds. You need to get rid of your cats. And if you don't need to get rid of either one of those, you need to use this, and that. She preferred using this, and that instead of getting rid of the birds. I cried when I got rid of my birds because I raised them from hatchlings. My husband and I raised from hatchlings because the mama used to have the eggs, hatch them, and just leave them. I'm like, what the? So we used to raise them, and they were so attached to me, and I'm like, I came out crying like with 6 prescriptions on my hands. I didn't care about those. I was crying, and my husband goes, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I freaked him out. He's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I go, "I gotta get rid of my babies." I did, but I got rid of them. I did. It hurt. It hurt so bad that I had to. And then my asthma got, until I did my stupidity that I did, and now I got COPD from it. So
from your chemical mixing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mixed bleach with Pine Sol with, remember Ajax, that powder Ajax?
Yeah.
That and something else, and then I scrubbed it all over the bathroom, and I ran out the door. My husband saw me running out the door like a bullet, and I was outside dying outside, and my neighbor runs from across the street, and she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Do I have to call 911?" I was like, "Give me a minute." I was red. I was almost dying out there trying to breathe. And then I went back to seeing him, and he goes, "Okay, so what kind of animal?" He thought it was because I got an animal, and I was like, "No, no animals. I did this, and that." He looked at me and he goes, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, "I guess so." That's all I answered him. I go, "I guess so."
Oh.
I go, "I guess so." Shoot. He goes, "Well, you just did this, and that to your lungs." And I'm like, "Oh, shit."
Oh.
Yep. So I did that stupidity. So please, nobody do that. It's
and I tell my husband all the time, he's trying to mix bleach. And
no, don't
mix that. I was like,
don't do that. Mm-mm.
He's like, "Why not?" I'm like,
no. Give him my experience. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Shit, that was the worst thing I ever done, man. And now he's like, and now you have COPD. So he gave me that Cymbalta. I think it is called
Mm.
the pump.
Sounds like it.
And I hate that damn thing. It's powder. I hate the powder ones. They get like, no matter how good you inhale it, it stays like here. I'm like, oh, I don't like those because I had the disc one.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that damn thing. I was like, I don't want this no more. He's like, well, you gotta use it.
Sarah says every time she thinks of Ajax, she thinks of the Cheech and
the Cheech and Chong movie. Yeah. Yep, that's the stupidity I did, mixing all those four things, and then I didn't just leave it. I just with the brush all over the bathroom. Worst thing I ever did, man. Yep. He's like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, "Yep, sure am." I got nothing else to say. Yep, sure am. Can't argue it.
How's your vacation going away from hubby, Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been quiet.
Too quiet.
He's never here anyway.
Yeah.
You know, he's here for a split second and then he's gone again. But yeah, it's been quiet. Tomorrow I have the kids all day.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
where
my
they
daughter.
Go fishing?
Yeah, he went on a fishing trip. But my daughter works and then she comes home and then she's got to go to work again. So yeah. So I'll have the kids pretty much until around 4 or 5.
Yeah, they're good kids though. They're cute.
Yeah, but they're a lot of work.
They are.
You know? They are.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they are.
So I'll be ready for them to get back home on Monday, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
and then
good.
I'm going to leave.
Time for your vacation, right?
Right.
Yeah. Time for Kelly's vacation.
You went shopping yesterday, huh?
Yeah, we went to this place called Shields. I don't know if you have any in your town or not.
No.
But it's like a Dick's Sporting Goods / Dick's Sporting Goods / what's the other sporting goods store that's big around here? Where they sell the boats and wow. Anyway, it's like that on steroids. They've got the kids wanted to go just because of the Ferris wheel in there.
No. Wow.
Seriously. But I mean, they're so expensive. I mean, they are just like high dollar. Bass Pro, that's it.
Bass Pro.
And so we just kind of walked around in there, and my granddaughter needed a new pair of tennis shoes, so we got her tennis shoes, and we should have went and got my grandson a pair too, because as soon as today he was at T-ball and his shoe split apart. So I was like, well, we should have got him some shoes too. But she just bought these. I mean, well, not just bought, it was before Christmas. But
it's still very long though, 6 months.
Right. And but it was fun. And then we went to dinner and then we came home. Yeah.
Did you have something different for dinner than usual?
Yeah, we did. We stopped at this now my husband won't go there because he considers it a bar. And since he quit drinking, he just won't go in there. But we went, I told my daughter, I says, we haven't tried that new Johnny Ray's that they brought in. And she goes, or Johnny's Tavern is what it's called, hence the bar. And so we went in there. It's really not set up like a bar. It's set up like a Applebee's.
Bar and grill.
Yeah. And so, but they had pizza and the kids wanted pizza. And they have good hamburgers. So that's where we went to eat. But
that's cool. Florida Mama Bear's waiting for SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch. That's cool.
What is it?
A space one.
SpaceX rocket launch tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've been down over there. We've passed by where the Cape Canaveral is.
Are you in Kelly's the classroom? I'm in my sanctuary. I have it set up like, have you ever seen the 70s show?
Mm.
That's what it's set up to be like. The little 70s show.
It's got a chair and table and
Yep, got chairs and tables and end tables and carpet and all. Yeah, it's my little sanctuary, along with the lawnmower and the motorcycle and saws and this is where I sit a lot. Unless I'm crocheting and then I'm in my living room, but living room / bedroom.
Sarah said she needs to set up her sewing machine. She loves hand stitching, but takes 3 times as long. Oh yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, I think I got mine
she
working.
Made her
so.
Oh,
you made a what?
She made a skirt.
Mm. Oh, she did.
Mm-hmm.
That can't sew clothes for nothing.
I can't sew.
I can't sew clothes. I can do crafts, but I can't sew clothes.
I can sew a straight stitch and that's it. I have a sewing machine. It's somewhere back there.
I think I
My
have
sister, on the other hand, can do a lot of things with sewing.
I have a sewing machine, but I don't have a clue how to work it.
No,
I read the manual.
I have one. I just straight stitch. I can hem something nice and something easy. That's it.
Yeah, I read the manual.
Sister, you tell her, make me a shirt, and sure, why not? Yeah, she took her sewing out there, her sewing, her crocheting, does she knit? Her knitting, I think she knits.
I don't knit. I don't know how to knit. I can crochet.
My niece is knitting a sweater right now. She likes knitting better than crocheting.
My eye. You'll see me keep messing with my eye. I think it's the fan that's blowing directly in it.
All stuff in there, yeah. Little dust particles.
Yeah. The door's been open today, so there's probably all kind of.
Yep, that'll do it.
Crap in here.
Yeah.
Now that I rub it.
You hear my fan? You don't hear it? Okay.
No.
I turned mine off. I had mine there next to me.
Mine is one of them great big huge industrial fans.
Oh, I would love one of those. I don't want to put the air conditioner in my room too.
I want one sitting at the bed so that when I'm sleeping it just blows around.
I got so many fans.
I
got a fan in my room because I sleep with a fan.
Yeah.
And then I have a fan in the craft room.
Mm.
I love a fan. I have to have air moving.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I have my little one pointing towards my bed.
That's about the size of mine.
Yeah. I have this little one pointing towards my bed.
Well, the one that I have in the craft room, I take on trips because it folds up. It's like it's round.
Yeah.
and then you lift the part up, and then it goes on a pull so it could go higher. And then you can collapse it, and it folds up to about the size of I don't know, one of them Christmas pie plate, pie tins or cookie tins. So it fits better in my suitcase.
Ah.
Yeah.
I was cleaning the other day on the outside and in the hallway. I have like a smaller hallway going towards the laundry room and the half bath. So I have 2 cabinets there with craft stuff. I was cleaning through there. I found one of those folding ones that they give you in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I used to be my husband's day. He used to always be, can I have a fan? He was always hot in the hospital. They used to give him this folding ones. Now you had to be leaving the hospital to go to Walmart that was like 10 minutes away from the hospital to buy those dang big batteries, double the D batteries. Because that's what those fans take is those big D batteries. I'm like, damn, because they'll give you the fan, but they don't give you the batteries. I'm like, and those things were like, and then it not took 1, but 2. And the pack only brings 4. I'm like, you're shit out of luck when the other 2 go, because I ain't going back to the store. So you better stretch those puppies out. Shoot. And they're not cheap.
Mama Bear said that she saw the Space Shuttle Challenger blow up in 1986 that morning. I saw that too, honey. I saw it on TV.
Yep. I saw that on the news, yeah.
That was so sad.
I don't remember that. Oh, well, I wasn't here, but I remember reading about it. But
yeah, I was 19. I've seen that.
Yep, and did you see? There was a documentary on that I saw just the other day. In fact, one of my reactors reacted to it, where they did a documentary and they almost scrapped that voyage because of the weather, because some about the bearings or whatever wasn't equipped for that cold of weather, and they were frozen, and they went ahead and did it.
Wow.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
The bearings wouldn't hold up. So I just saw that. I'll just send the link to Florida Mama Bear so she can watch that documentary. But because I just saw it the other day. In fact, it was last week.
The documentary for that.
For the Challenger, yes.
For that thing that exploded going in the water to see the Titanic.
No,
I don't know what people are doing. No, but they knew that was going to happen, and they still went down there. They told them it wasn't safe, and all those people died for no reason. I was like, that's crazy.
So it was cold.
It was below 0. It was below 0 that day.
Florida Mama Bear, how long have you lived over there?
Yeah.
Like, are you in the same house you're in now? Surely not. You just always lived on that side of Florida. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine seeing that.
Yeah, it was horrible. Watching it on TV was horrible. I mean, you're waiting, you got anticipation, and it goes up. I mean, it wasn't even up, a couple minutes, and it's just gone. It's like, oh my God, it was crazy.
Bad,
I started crying. I mean, it shocked me. And then I cried the whole day because, I mean, the loss of life,
Yeah.
And her students were there. I mean, that's what killed me, because that one woman, she was a teacher, and her kids, I mean, some of her students were there.
Mm.
Could you imagine seeing your teacher just blow up like that? Oh my God, that would give me nightmares for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor kids were scarred.
I was living in a rental at the time, but I've been in this era for a very long time.
Yep. Well, I heard that some of her students went.
Mm.
They had the
Yeah,
TV.
they had the whole school was watching it live. Yeah.
Gosh. Wow, that's terrible. Jeez. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. There's a lot of tragedy that goes on in the world, that's for sure.
I know.
Couldn't imagine. God, all those kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they almost crapped it.
Are there people going on this? Not the one that they're launching tonight, right? People aren't on this.
I don't know.
Just a supply thing going up, maybe. I don't know. I'm not big into the whole space stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
Mr. Red is. He loves that.
I don't watch the news anymore or anything.
I don't either.
I don't watch the news. It's all bad.
I want to know the weather. I look it up on my phone, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched the news, and oh, good Lord, years.
And my mother comes telling me something about the news, and I go, nope, no, I don't want to hear it, Mom. No.
You don't even own a TV?
I own a TV, but my TV is right here. It's like a monitor size, and all I watch is movies on my DVD player. I go grab some movies from my stash over there and put one on, and sometimes I even fall asleep through the movie watches me instead of me the movie. So
if I get still enough, I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. I'm watching the movie, and then the movie's watching me because
you have 6 TVs.
Yeah,
who's got 6 TVs? What?
I have 6 TVs.
Oh no, girl.
1, 2, 3.
I have one in the living room.
I got 5.
One in my room, the little one. The one in the living room, I don't even know why I have it. Nobody watches it.
Dustin said the next time we turn the TV on, we're going to see him in jail.
My daughter and my son have one each in their room, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, my kids have a TV. The babies have a TV in their room. My daughter has a TV in hers. I have a TV in my room. My husband has a TV in his room. And then the 2 living room TVs. And what I'd really like to do is have a TV out here in my sanctuary, but no. They said, nope, that's way too much.
Nope, I have mine as I would.
I'll be right back.
It's like a little monitor. It's probably like 19 inches, the one I have there. And then I loaned it to my son about a few months ago because he wanted it to install some game system he had because he wanted it to play some game there. And he returned it to me. I haven't even hooked up the DVD player to it, and it's just sitting there doing nothing. The DVD player is not even hooked up to it.
Right.
And he's
are all the 6 used? My TV has not been turned off in 4 years. It stays on. Even whenever I'm gone, it's on.
Really?
Yeah, because I have to have noise for the cats.
Yeah.
So I keep it on even whenever I'm not home. My TV has not been turned off in years.
Yeah, my sister does that for her dogs.
Yeah.
She found some program there, and she leaves them watching that. I'm like, what?
And it's been on Hallmark for 2 years.
Wow. Really? I haven't watched Hallmark. What?
Oh yeah, Hallmark Channel.
Almost
and I don't even watch TV. I haven't watched TV. I mean, I've got 25 soaps, 25 soaps taped, and I haven't watched any of them.
No, I haven't watched
TV.
I think it's going on 3 years that I haven't watched anything on the Hallmark Channel since my husband passed. Yeah.
And yes, Dustin, me and my husband sleep in separate rooms. It's great. Best sleep I ever have.
Yeah.
I did that because he's a snorer and I'm a sweater.
He snores and
And so
I was gonna ask that if because it's snoring.
He snores and I sweat, and I can't have anything around me when I'm sleeping. Not even him.
Including him.
Including him. And I love it.
Yeah.
Of course, my mom, my grandparents always slept in separate bedrooms.
Mm.
My parents always slept nobody sleeps together anymore.
Right.
It's like that time's passed.
Right.
Yeah, she is, Sarah. A little ball of fire.
Mm.
Mr. Red is both. He sweats and he snores. We have a queen size. I said, we're getting a king when we move. We're getting a king size bed. He says, why? It's going to be too big. I said, no, because I had to take a picture the other night and show him that he had this much room on the other side of him. And he's over here, and I have this much room. And he talks about, I hog the bed. I said, no. Here's a picture to prove it. I'm like, I even drew on it. I was like, do you see X amount over here? And you're all the way over here, and I have this. I was like,
I learned that with my husband. He used to hug the blankets, and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm getting myself my own blanket shoe. I had to the blanket. My husband never hugged the bed, but the blankets, that was a different thing.
Blanket hog. I wrap myself up like a burrito.
My husband is always cold. It could be 90 degrees. And oh God, it's cold in here. And so he sleeps with tons of blankets on him. I sleep with a sheet. You got to get those covers off. It's like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Nope. I sleep with a blanket, but no, not that thick of a blanket. Mine just not bad.
Oh, like people like those big old cushy comforters.
Oh no, that's too much.
I look at those and I sweat. I don't even have to be near it. I just look at it and sweat.
And she's like, hell no.
Florida Mama Bear said you have to wake them up and tell them to stop snoring. I do it all the time.
No.
Justin said he's the same way, Kelly.
I got used to my husband snoring. And then, I don't snore. I go, I got you. He used to argue that he didn't snore. I go, I got you. He was, and I took my phone and I was like right there, right in front of him. And then he was sitting in the kitchen, and I put it right next to his ear. He jumped up. He goes, what the hell is that? I go, that's you snoring. And then you tell me you don't snore. He's like, really? You recorded me? I go, yup. Look at yourself. Snoring away.
Yep.
I just didn't record you. I recorded you snoring. Not just your voice, just you snoring. Yep. He's like, oh, I didn't know I snore that bad. I used to go like that on his nose, flick his nose all the time, like, and he used to go. I used to make fun of him all the time because he used to snore, and sometimes he used to stick out his tongue like, and I used to go, before I recorded him, I go, "This is what you do." You go, "I don't do that. I don't do that." I go, "I got you. I got you." See, you go.
Sarah says she
was
talks
so
in her
mad.
sleep. I don't know. Well, I make noises.
Yeah.
I make noises. I catch myself making noises, but
Yeah.
Mr. Red, usually we don't sleep facing each other. We turn
Right.
our face towards the outside.
Right.
But occasionally, you know, we'll be falling asleep or something when we're facing each other. And I woke myself up because I went, oh. And I was like,
you're like, what? Who said that?
Made a little noise.
He was dying laughing.
No,
and I was like, oh, shut up. And it wasn't 10 minutes later. He did the exact same noise in his sleep. He's like, oh.
my brother, I almost peed myself. He was telling us, he fell asleep on the couch. He scared the shit out of himself, snoring.
He woke himself up.
He said he was like that, and he went all of a sudden. And he jumped up. He's like, what? I was like, no, you didn't. For real. He's like, I scared the shit out of my own self with my own snoring. I'm like, oh my God, you're pathetic.
I've done that before too. I've
he
heard
scared the crap out of himself. I'm like, what? And his wife is like, my sister-in-law said, I actually peed myself. I had to go shower, change, because he woke up all crazy. Like, what the hell? And she's like, I laughed so hard, I peed myself. I had to go shower and change. I go, I bet if I was there, I would have done the same thing. I almost did what he was telling us what happened. I was like, wow, you scared yourself snoring. You're special.
It happens.
I'm like, my daughter says I snore. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sleeping, so I don't know what the hell. If I snore, I snore.
Do. If you have asthma, you probably do snore.
Well, my snoring is because not only my asthma, but my sinuses get like clogged up, and I can't breathe. So she says I sleep with my mouth open. I go, that's why when sometimes you get up with a raspy cough and your throat hurting. I was like, that's why this shit is happening, because I'm sleeping with my mouth open. Shoot. So I bought me breathe rights, but now they're making them so big. My nose is not, I don't think I have a big nose, do I? And they're huge. The breathe rights they're making, them things go all the way down here on me now. I'm like, what are they doing? So I looked up, and now they have these. They're magnetic. And you stick the little other piece of the magnet here on both sides, and then you put this, and it opens up your airway. Best thing I ever bought. And my daughter's like, that has helped a lot, Mom. I'm like, good. But it's because all this here gets blocked up.
Yeah.
And I can't breathe. And sometimes my allergy pills help, but sometimes they don't. And all this here stays blocked. And I have to with my mouth open, and I'm like, oh, I figured that problem out quick. All this here used to get dry and feel horrible. You know, when you have a cough and all this here gets that's how it was. Yeah. And my daughter's like, yeah, because you're sleeping with your mouth open. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. So I started looking on Amazon, and I'm like, man, breathe rights. I just bought some, and I still have them there. I can't wear them. They're huge. I'm like, why are they making them so big?
Sarah said that she used to sleep on the couch, and her son's friends would talk to her in her sleep and have conversations. Uh-oh, you telling secrets?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm like. I try to hear everything that I'm like, did you say it? What?
Repeat yourself, please.
Right. Can you please say that again? I think my sister does that, talks in her sleep. Or no, her husband does. And she tries listening. And I'm like, have you gotten anything? She's like, bits here and there. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him to mention some girl's name. He's gonna wake up with a rude awakening. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, poor guy is gonna get. He does not even mention any woman, boy, because she's
She
gonna.
says she's even a smart ass in her sleep.
You're gonna wake up the wrong way. He's gonna be like, what the? When she goes, what? Who the hell is this? Asking him, who the hell is that?
Hi, Alfonso. We got ladies only tonight. Thank you, though.
I'm like, poor man's gonna get one of these days one of his, and he's not gonna know what the hell hit him. I feel bad for those people that's talking their sleep.
You tell
What about if they have done something bad and they just and just say right
that's
out?
what I would be afraid of, telling something I shouldn't be running my mouth about.
Yeah, that's what I'd be scared about.
Right. Oh, so you did that. Okay, got you.
Okay. I got my other phone from the grandbaby. He's up there. Sawing logs up there. Went up there. I said, where's my other phone? My daughter goes, I don't know. I said, he's asleep. I need my phone. Little boogie. Now I can read chat and.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to read on the phone.
Yeah.
On StreamYard, it's hard because I don't get to see you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. My grandson does that all the time, whether he has his own phone, because I got him one of those Straight Talks so that he can watch his Mickey and whatever else he watches. But when it dies on him, he comes and grabs mine, the closest one. He comes and grabs either mine or his mother, whoever's closest to him. Boom, phone is mine. And I love it because he knows how to work that damn thing better than me. He's over here. I'm serious. He's over here. And you see his little finger.
Yeah, kids.
And I'm like, what?
Working these days.
Oh, my grandson knows how to work it. He's 4 years old. He knows how to work that phone better than I do.
Yeah, my grandson's going on 8, and you see his little finger. I'm like, I'm gonna take that little finger out because he's so cute. He's like, and then he stops, and then all of a sudden I hear this. I'm like, what the hell is he doing to the phone? I'm like, he's gonna mess up my phone, and you're gonna have to buy me a new phone. She's like, he puts it like, I don't know how he figured that out. He puts it on fast forward, but he keeps his little finger right there and it starts talking real fast and he cracks up. He finds that to be the funniest thing ever. Hearing the voices going, I'm like, oh my God. He finds it to be the funniest thing, I tell you. And he's autistic and he knows a lot. For an autistic baby, he knows a lot. He's a smart cookie. I'm like, shoot, he knows more than me with this damn phone. I didn't even know how to put the freaking video going that fast, going, and he figured it out all by himself.
Well, they have tablets that they have.
Oh nope, he doesn't like
have their own tablets, and then they have. My grandson has another tablet.
Nope.
and the screens are constantly banged up on.
Nope.
So
my grandson has to have a phone.
We got tired of paying to get the screens replaced.
Yeah.
So my son-in-law went on YouTube and found out how to change the screens on phones and tablets.
Oh.
Okay. And you just order the part on Amazon and it comes the next day, and he bought the little tools to do it. And so he changes all the screens.
Well, that's
and
good.
it's a hell of a lot cheaper because the screen itself it's less than $20.
Oh, look at that.
But to get them to change it, it's almost $200 to change a screen.
Learn how to do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nope.
Yep. So he does it himself. He fixes everybody's. Now he's got a business going on up at the gym. Anybody needs a screen replaced? Bring it up here at such and such time, and I'll change it for you.
Yeah.
It takes him maybe an hour to do it.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
The smartest thing to do is to learn how to do things for yourself, and you don't have to pay all that money out there.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's expensive, especially if it's less than $20 for the screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like I do my own oil change. I change the spark plugs. I do what I know how to do in the cars myself. My brother-in-law taught me how to do all the minor things. I do it myself. You think I'm gonna go pay $90, $107 for an oil change?
Yeah.
I go and I buy the filter at Walmart for like $10 and a gallon of the oil, and good to go.
See, now we have to take ours in because you have to take out so many parts to get to the oil.
Wow.
The oil to change it, that you have to take all this shit apart. And my husband is not a mechanic. He's not.
Mine is just right there.
Tried. He had more oil on him than he did the car. And I said, nope, take it up there because I want it done today.
Nope.
I don't want it done in a week.
My sister and I did my oil change, about a month ago? We lifted up the car. The filter was right there. We took it out, let all the oil come out, drain it, put the new filter on. What is it? It's like a big screw that goes where the oil pan is. We took that out. We let all that drain, put it back on, cleaned it, and put new oil on, and done.
Yeah.
It is.
My husband is not a plumber.
No, that I won't do.
He's not. He doesn't fix nothing.
Nope. I'm not that. I won't do plumbing or electricity. I got electrocuted when I was 19. I'm good. I got nothing to do with that. And water, I learned my lesson with my husband. He started doing something to the bathroom, and my bathroom became a pool. And my hands don't work that great because of my carpal tunnel, and I couldn't tighten the damn thing up. I had to run soaking wet to my sister-in-law who lived 4 doors down, get her husband to run his butt over here to come and close the valve, whatever the heck he had to do, because I couldn't do it. And then I had to do all that water, and then I had rug because it came from the bathroom all the way into the hallway. All the rug was soaked. Good thing I had a carpet cleaner because I had to use it just to soak up all that water out of the rug. I was like, yeah, I ain't doing no plumbing ever. You better call a plumber because I ain't doing it. Nope.
Yeah. Now, if there's something that needs to be fixed in this house, my phone, I'm on. I call Angie.
I can do certain things.
What's up, Angie?
Nope. I can do certain things. I can do the painting and a couple of things, but like I said electricity or plumbing. Nope. Not my forte. Nope.
Yeah,
I'd rather go do
I have
I'd rather
Angie
do
for
the
speed
oil
dial.
change than do those things. I'd rather do the oil change in the car than do electricity or plumbing.
And
Nope.
I'm surprised he can even change a light bulb. But I mean, he can go to, but at Lowe's, he can put up lighting fixtures, he can put up anything at work.
No,
But
at work.
whenever it comes to the home, he's lost. He's lost.
Wait, you can do it at work, but not at home?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to do that at home too, so you can say.
And he owned a construction company at one point in time.
Yeah.
He can build you a house.
Right.
He couldn't do anything in it.
Nah.
He puts light bulbs in, but he could build you a house to put your light bulbs in.
You know,
no. He needs to learn how to do what he can at home so he can save money. That's what you gotta do.
It'll take him a year.
Wow.
I want it done now.
Right.
I'm an instant gratification type of person. I like to have my water. I like to have my lights.
Nope. I got 4 rooms to paint this summer.
I need a car to drive.
I'm painting this summer. This summer, my room's getting painted. The hallway's getting painted. The kitchen's getting painted. And I think my daughter says she wants her room painted too. So
now painting, like
4 or 5 rooms.
He can do. And he put in
a
shiplap wall for me in my kitchen. He did that. I mean, anything that has to do with wood, he's awesome at.
Yeah.
But you give him anything else, no, or painting, he can paint.
Yeah, I hate painting.
I love to paint. Yep. I love to paint. And
I hate it.
We get along better with that because I like doing the rough in. And he just likes just slapping the, Yeah. But I can get down there and I don't like using painter's tape. I hate painter's tape. Except for crafting. The only time I use it, pull my napkins apart.
Oh no, I have painter's tape everywhere to paint. I have to, or I get paint where I have to.
And I get through it pretty quick. I like that.
I have to do it by myself because I ask for help, and my sister ain't no help. She likes to clown around and get more paint on you than get paint on the dang wall. So I hate asking her for help because I know she's gonna come and go with the roller on my back, and I'll be like,
I'm the one that likes to do the rolling in the brush.
Yeah.
Mr. Red's the cut in. He's really good at that. So
no, I hate doing painting because I have to put the painter's tape. I have to.
That's exactly right, Sarah. Crafting ladies use things other than what they're intended for, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's amazing what you can come up with to craft with.
I have to clean up a mess. I have a mess in this corner. I have to clean it all up.
Hey, Lydia.
All the projects
my Lydia.
Oh, hey, Lydia. I have to clean up all the projects I have done. They're all right there in that corner.
Yeah, I'm fine. Have you got? Are you sunburned?
Probably.
Oh no.
She's in the Ozarks. She's not too far away from me.
Yeah. I gotta see when we're going to the beach. I want to go to the beach at least once this year.
We're not going this year. We'll be there next year. We'll be in Florida in April, and then we're going on the cruise.
Yeah, no, my sister-in-law's been after me. Are you coming back down here? I'm like, yeah, no. It's not that I don't have the money. is because I didn't have that great of a time when I went down there. So no, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste $700 or $800 on tickets to go and not have fun. Now, if I'm gonna go and I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun, then hell yeah, I'm there.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it wasn't that. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great either. She wanted it to just be at like the beach all the time, and from the beach into the hotel, and get ready to go out to dinner. And I'm like, same old, same
See,
old. I want to go home.
Lydia, I'm the opposite. I'll go in the river. I won't go in the lake.
Mm.
I don't know what's underneath the lake. I know what's underneath the river.
Nope. I don't go in any bodies of water. I went into the beach when I went on my vacation, and I only went in because my nephew, he's what, 4, 5, and they were all just sat there sunbathing, and I'm over here. Poor thing was crying, I want to go in the water. I want to go in the water. And his mother wouldn't move. My sister-in-law, his grandmother, wouldn't move. I'm like, are we just going to sit here and hear him
Hey,
crying
Snow
and
Crusher, how are
crying?
you?
So I was like, you know what? Come on, baby. Let's go in the water. And then I looked at the water. I was like, big mistake. I didn't want to go in there. I
My
was like,
daughter just
shark.
there said, I'll sit in my yard with a hose. My
No.
daughter just
Yep,
bought
that's
a
me.
sunbathing pool. She got it on Amazon,
Yeah.
and it's just big enough to hold her body. And then it's got, if you hook the hose up to it, it's got a sprinkler that sprinkles the water on top of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know. And you would have died laughing with me because I went in that water with that child, and I don't know where he gets his he wanted it to keep going in deeper. And I was like, dude, I'm in the running position here. In case I see any fins out there, my ass is out there. And you want to go in more? Hell no, little boy. You stay in front of me, or we're getting out. Okay, Titi, okay. That's all he used to say is, okay, I'll stay here. But he wanted it to keep going and going and going. And I'm like, I'm going up to my knee. And I'm going to be in the running position because if I see a fin out there, my ass is out there.
We went to Florida when my daughter was 6. And we went to Disney World, and then we took a trip up to the beach. And my mother-in-law was like, oh, we went to this one beach. It was really, really cool. Called New Smyrna. We're going to go up there. We're going to have a great time. We're going to pack up a picnic. We had it all. So we go to New Smyrna. We've never been in Florida. I've never been to Florida before. I didn't know the little flags represented or anything like that. I didn't read up on it. We just went to the beach. It was empty. We're like, oh, we got the whole beach to ourselves. This is cool. So we laid out our blanket, pulled out our, food. We had our picnic. The kids, Jessie played in the water with her dad, and I had a great day. I mean, it was really a great day. And so we came back home, and as soon as we turned on the TV, sharkman infestation in New Smyrna Beach, and we're like,
oh my gosh,
no wonder it was empty.
Oh my god!
And my husband goes,
no,
well, I thought I saw some things in the water, and I'm like, and you didn't get out,
right?
My baby in there.
I would have seen the fin. I'm out. And the funny thing is, when I was younger in Puerto Rico, we used to go. They used to put this netting supposedly to keep sharks from coming over up to a certain spot. And they have like these buoys hanging all through that netting. And my cousins, myself, my brothers, and our friends, we used to swim all the way over there. And we used to hang on to these damn things. But you know what changed my mind about doing that thing? The movie Jaws. Mm-hmm. I saw that movie Jaws and I was like, not going over there no more. They used to go all the way over there and they used to go, oh, Carmen, come on. Why aren't you coming over here with us? I was like, nope. My husband stayed here. That
Florida
movie,
Mama Bear, when you don't live in Florida, you don't know what the flags are.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the flags were for. You know,
I probably wouldn't know either.
Or something. I didn't know.
And they were swimming with the sharks. Oh my God. I would have. Yep. Nope. And this little boy, I tell you, my nephew, I don't know, man. He's got more heart than body because he had his floaties and he wanted it to keep going. And I was like, little boy, get your butt over here. If you don't stay here, we're getting out. Okay, Titi, okay. I'm like, do you see my ass? My ass is in the running position. If I see so much as a fin out there, my ass is out. And I'm going to drag your ass out with me. I saw that movie Jaws and nope. Ever since I saw that, never again. And everybody was like, come on, you used to come all the way over here. I was like, yeah, I don't want to go over there no more. I don't want to go over there no more. I'm good.
It was my first time at a beach. I'm not reading signs. I'm going to the water.
Right. And that water over there is so like, warm.
No beach patrol that came around and told you to get out.
No, right? We had no beach control. We had the whole beach to ourselves. Nobody even walked by us. We just thought we had this whole beach ourselves.
Yep, that's what happened to me, Florida Mama Bear. Joss messed me up. I used to go all the way to those buoys and I saw that movie back in my, no, I'm not going over there no more. And we used to just lean there and like nothing. I saw that movie Jaws. I was like, no.
We went to on another trip to Florida because we go pretty much every year. And we went with her dance team. They had a competition out there in Florida. That's the reason why we went every year. And we were swimming at the beach there. No, that wasn't in Florida. That was in what was it? I'll think of it here in a minute. But we went to a dance competition there, so all the kids were out in the pool. I mean, out in the ocean, and my daughter got hit with a jellyfish.
Oh,
and it wrapped around her leg. One of them, its little tentacles wrapped around her leg.
Those hurt. I've heard they hurt.
And my husband goes running down there. Now I had a couple drinks with the ladies, so I was not running anywhere. And I'm up there tipsy as hell. My baby's stung. My baby's stung. I wasn't moving.
No.
And my husband's down there recruiting all the boys to pee on her leg. I just go, no. And the guy that was running the restaurant that we were all, the parents were all drinking at, they were like, the lady comes down and she goes, here, take this to her. And it was a bottle of Worcestershire sauce. And said, pour the Worcestershire sauce on it, and it'll get rid of the stinging.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we did. We went one of the moms because I wasn't moving.
They said to pee
Her
on
legs got
it.
it.
They
Wouldn't
didn't
pour
pee on her
barbecue
leg,
sauce on, so the boys didn't have to pee on her leg.
but they say that works. Pee.
It does work, yes.
That was for real.
What?
I
Oh
never
my
They
knew
were
God.
that was
not
for
going to pee
real.
on her leg.
How bad was it though? Did she say it hurt a lot?
Yeah, it hurt. I mean, she had a little whelp on her leg for
Wow.
about a week. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad sting, but
Yep. The other thing I don't go because, and I look everywhere, is those fish you can step on, and they have like hard, like needles things that they can go right through your foot. What are they
Man of war
called?
or something like that.
Yeah, and they're poisonous.
Oh no, that's
I've heard that some people have
a joke.
stepped on those fishes and they have gotten poisoned.
What are they
Wow.
called? It starts with an E or something.
I don't know what they're called. I know they have a lot of, and they can just right into your foot. I'm like,
urchin, right? Is it
something like that, but they're
Yeah.
poisonous, and supposedly your foot turns blue. I'm like, my
Wow.
foot's gonna turn like a Smurf.
Sea urchin,
my foot's gonna turn like a Smurf. No.
Now I went to
Yeah, sea urchins. That's what Mama Bear said. Sea urchins. I'm like, what? There's those kind of fishes too. Shoot.
Myrtle Beach is where we were at.
Oh,
We were at
Myrtle Beach.
And then we went to the Panhandle there in Florida on the other side, and that side of the ocean, that side of the Gulf side is gross.
Yeah.
And I was in the water there, and all of a sudden these stingrays just started. I mean, they were everywhere. They were all around us. And people were running out of the water, and people were in the water said, "No, these are the ones that won't sting you. They just want to play."
Oh, sure.
How do you know?
Right.
Do they have different colors? I mean, do they have a sign? I'm good.
Right.
No, thank
you. Nope.
Pensacola. That's it. Pensacola.
Pensacola. Yep. Nope. I went to the we went to Panama. The Panama Beach. It was beautiful though. And the water, oh, so warm. When I had just gone the day before I left over there to the beach
Man Awards.
And I froze my butt. The water over here is really cold. Over there was like.
How do you know what is what though? Like
the Man Awards won't hurt you. Okay. Right. How do you know?
That's what they were telling us, but we saw stingrays. We were like, nope, nope, no.
I think stingrays, they have them in the aquariums around here.
Yeah.
I have pet stingrays before, but I've never seen them out in the
what are you working on, little
out in their elements?
What are you working on over there?
I'm just playing.
She's
ADHD kicks in. I can't sit here for long.
Yeah.
I'm playing with hot glue.
You can do a lot with hot glue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to make one of those succulent vines.
Ah.
But this is, I think I need wax paper and not parchment paper. That's why I was putting this on here to see if it'll peel off.
Wax paper, no.
Well, wax paper it glues to that too. You can't get it off.
Yeah.
No. What about plastic wrap?
That might melt.
It'll melt.
Yeah, it'll melt.
I'm trying to think what you could put it on. Silicone.
Freezer paper or some silicone. Something made out of silicone.
Yeah, flat little silicone. Need to go when that next time that you are at Dollar Tree, go in their kitchen section and get you those clear mats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, the cutting boards?
Yes.
Yeah.
The plastic, the little plastic
ones, yeah.
Barracuda are like mad crazy dogs. They attack shiny items. That's why you don't wear jewelry in the ocean. What the heck's a
I don't wear
barracuda?
nothing. I mean, I wear clothes, but no jewelry.
Right. Mm-hmm.
If I lose, I don't
You
wear
see,
jewelry in the water anyway.
so many things. I don't know.
Right?
So many things. And then I used to see like little shadows in the water. I was like, oh, damn. Something's coming our way. I was
Now,
like,
I don't even want
baby.
fish swimming by me.
I used to look at him and like, baby, your ass is getting dragged out sooner than you think. Nope. So
I had to
many
get on a
things.
float, and then you take me out because if something touches my leg, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Like, come up.
And the thing is, in rivers and in lakes and stuff out here is people buy these animals, exotic animals, and then they can't handle them, and then they go and throw them in a lake.
Oh.
Yeah.
That happened over here. They went and they threw a gator, and they threw him in a golf course. They let him go in a golf course. And you know how they have those little water things in the golf course?
Waterways.
Yeah. They found him there. And I was like, the poor man that would have gone in there to fish out all those balls that go in there would have gotten eaten. Because, and they caught the person. I heard they caught the person that did it because they saw him on the cameras. Oh, I couldn't handle him anymore. I'm like, then what the hell are you buying these kind of things for?
We have
then
a
you
bear.
can't handle them.
We've been having black bears, and like, there's no that is like I'm in North Alabama, but we don't have bears here. And they've been seeing bears in the city, like in these neighborhoods. There's been like 3 or 4 reports in the last month. I'm like, what are the bears doing? There are iguanas here. People let them loose. Oh yeah, there's freaking iguanas everywhere in Florida.
Yep, Puerto Rico. My brother said, and now they have a bunch of snakes in Puerto Rico. They've been finding them in people's yards, in their driveways, in their garages, and they're not little. They found, I don't know, the biggest one he said was 17 feet.
Those are either boas or python.
Yeah, one of those big ones, and it was eating the animals around. Somebody lost one of their dogs, and I was like,
yeah, when mine got out, I mean, he was 6.5 feet long, and he got out. I searched everywhere. I searched everywhere for this snake. I mean, he's a big snake. Where is he going to hide? I tore the bottom of my couch. I flipped it over and took the underside out, thinking he got in there through that way.
Yeah.
So I cut all the bottoms of all my chairs and couches.
Wow.
I took the cabinets off I took the countertops off the cabinets looking for him. We couldn't find him anywhere. Yeah, we found him in the Lazy Susan because that's the only part of the countertop we couldn't get out. He was gone for 3 months.
Wow.
I told all my neighbors, keep your dogs in, keep your small dogs, your cats.
Indoors, yeah. Nope,
my brother. He was big enough to eat a kid, but he could kill it.
Yeah.
Was he dead when you found him?
No, he was still alive, but he got wild while he was gone for 3 months.
Wow.
And so whenever I got him back, we put him back in the cage, and he had eaten pretty good. And I went to go throw, my husband went in there and he lunged at my husband.
Whoa.
Like, oh, I don't think we need, Scott goes, I don't think we should keep him out anytime.
Yeah.
Well, since I couldn't hold him anymore, well, now he's not getting the attention.
Yeah.
So I sold him to a breeder.
Yeah.
And sold the cage and everything, because he had a really cool cage. I mean, this cage was 6 foot by 4 feet, and it had one of them great big huge bus, the back of the city buses, they have the plexiglass at the back.
Yeah.
I got one of those and put it in the cage so I could see him. He had a waterfall. He had the pegboard in the back and the rocks for the waterfall. Well, he's so big that he switched a rock and it pulled the pegboard away from the wood. And that's how he got out, was through there. And yeah, but I mean, he was the most gentle giant you'd ever want to see in your life. I mean, he loved being around me or being on me when I vacuumed the floor. He loved it. I mean, he was
bigger than you, so what did you do with him? How did you hang him around?
He would wrap himself in my belt loops of my pants and then wrap himself around my neck and then hang his head right here. And I just vacuum, and he loved that motion. He loved it when, I mean, he had to be held. He wanted me to hold him all the time. And I did housekeeping. I did clean my house with him. He loved it. It was like whenever I moved around, it was like a rocking motion for him.
Yeah, I asked my brother, how in the world are all these animals ending up in Puerto Rico? I don't remember. I only was there for 1 year, and I don't remember having seen anything like that. He's like, nope, we got monkeys now. We have a bunch of iguanas. Now we have snakes. He was telling me they found somebody sent a shipment of piranhas over there, and some guy that was unloading them, something happened and one of them fell out and he had to run and report it. So they stopped that wherever it was going to go to. They stopped it. They didn't send it to where it was supposed to go. And I'm like, really? Y'all got all this other stuff and now they're adding piranhas? What in the hell? You guys aren't going to be able to go in the rivers or the lakes or nothing over there because all these dangerous animals and stuff are gonna be thrown in there. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't. He's like, I used to go to the river a lot. I don't go to the river anymore. I'm like, I don't blame you.
I wouldn't.
That's what I said. Hello, do y'all look at the river and or the lake and make sure there's no alligators or crocodiles or something in the water?
We have a lot of alligators here.
Other than snakes? I mean, he's like, they're big enough to eat a man. I go, okay. That's all you gotta say. And my mother wanted it to go over there. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go live over there with your brother. I'm like, bye. And yeah, that's all I said. Bye. And as soon as he told her, Mom, you don't want to come over here, she's like, why? He's like, we have snakes. She stopped him right there. He didn't have to say nothing else. Snakes. As soon as he says snakes, she's like, oh yeah, I'm done. I'll stay over here. I'll stay over here. I go, all it took was for him to say, we have snakes big enough to eat a man.
My yard's infested with snakes right now, so I won't go in the backyard at all. Because they live in these hollowed out railroad ties that are trying to keep my yard afloat and not doing a very good job.
Wow.
But they're infested. I mean, my husband said whenever he goes down to mow the grass down in that gully there, all you see is snakes just squirming everywhere. Back in there. And it's like, no kids are playing outside. No.
Yeah, no.
And
my mother
snakes, they're not going to bite you. They're just,
no. My mother saw a garden snake in the building she lives in. Even a garden snake, and she's afraid of it.
Oh, I would
imagine
be too.
imagine those big man eaters that they have in Puerto Rico right now. And you see her walking in to go into the building, and she's over here making sure the garden snake is nowhere around. Nope. And I'm like, Mom, what the hell are you looking for? She's like, I saw a snake going that way. I'm going this way. I go, okay, plan. You got to plan. Okay. I laugh at her because my mom is a garden snake. They don't do anything. I don't care what it is.
I don't care what kind of snake it is either. I don't like that.
He's like, I don't care what it is. It's a snake.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of a garden snake, but if they get bigger, I'm like, yeah, no.
I don't like any slitheries. I don't even like.
Nope. My mother, and she said it was like a little bit over a foot. And I'm like,
nothing slithery.
My mother said it was
not
a little bit over a foot. And she was over here.
They slither.
Like a leather belt. They're not slithery.
No.
I see my mother looking down to the ground and going like, I'm like, what the hell are you looking for? She's like, I saw a snake going that way. I'm going this way. I go, Mom, it was a garden snake. She's like, I don't care what kind of snake it is. It's a snake.
My mother-in-law is definitely afraid of snakes. She hates
my
snakes.
mother.
She doesn't want to be around it. So with the cage, I had to put a black curtain on it. She got me a plaque made that said Fluffy. So she named it Fluffy so it wouldn't be so threatening.
Right. Nope.
His name was actually Boa Joe, but
my brother said he was going to get himself because he had a snake. He had a white. I know it was white. Anyways, he said he wanted it to get another one, and she's like, "Well, there goes my visits to your house. You won't catch me in your house." Nope. I'm like, he's like, but it's gonna be in a tank. She's like, I don't care.
My python with the cage that I made, I used the handle off of the door of the cage that I made into a snake cage. That was my very first snake, and I told my husband, "Oh God, I want a snake so bad." And I would go to the mall, and they had the pet shop there. And every time we go to the mall, I had to go and see the snakes.
Screw
the puppies, screw the kittens. I wanted the snakes. Okay. And so for 1 year for my birthday, he got me a albino ball python. But it was
something like that. That's what my brother had.
And it got mites, which is very common for snakes to get mites.
Yeah.
So it had to have come from the pet shop that we bought it from.
Yeah.
And it died.
Oh.
It died from the mites.
Yeah.
So the next one, he bought it from a breeder because I wasn't about to go. Because, I mean, you don't know how well they could. You don't know if that little girl's going to take care of that snake. She's probably scared to death of it.
Right.
You know? And so we said we're not dealing with the pet stores anymore for anything. We'll go to, individual, breeders.
Yeah.
And so that's where we got Boa Joe. But that cute little albino python, he was adorable.
Yeah.
What did you name him?
What?
What was your snake's name?
Boa Joe.
Boa Joe.
And the python was albino.
Yeah.
Al for short.
Yeah, that's what my brother had an albino, whatever it was. And he had to get rid of it. I don't know why he had to get rid of it. And then he said he wanted to get another one. And my mother's like, well, don't expect me to visit you. Don't expect me to put another foot in your house. But it's going to be in a, she's like, I don't care. I don't care where it's going to be. And I go, Mom.
Growing up, when we went to visit, I remember one specific time we went, and I slept on the pull-out couch in the living room.
Uh-huh.
The whole night, I just stared at the cage like, please, please don't get out. Please don't get out. Please don't get out. By the time I made it home, I was so exhausted from staying up all night watching that snake.
Making sure the snake was still in there.
Oh my God.
I want to make sure that snake is still there. And I go, Mom, you make the worst decisions of where to hide. You go under the table or whatever. They could still get you there. She's like, mira, in Spanish, mira, no joda. I'm like, what? I'm telling you the truth. You hide under the table and they're going to just slither right up to you. And she's like,
don't tell her that.
I told her that. And she's like, oh, look at me like, what the hell did you just finish telling me?
I don't mind them being in a cage. Like if they're contained, I'm fine. You take them out and I'm out. I'm done. Like I don't want it to get to me. If it can get to me, it's a problem.
Nope. My mother's like, I'm like, yeah, deuces, right? And she's like, So, but do you want the help with the ticket to Puerto Rico? She's like, no. Because she was asking my brother, my sister, and I to help her with the ticket to go to Puerto Rico. And then she's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, oh, no, we're going to get you the ticket. No, I don't want to go over there no more. Okay. Okay. Now you don't want to go, right?
I brought my bag of brushes in.
I'm like, I'm down. I'll give some of the money for the ticket. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, all he had to mention was snakes. That's all it took. No, because we've been after her not to go over there. Because over here, she's got all her doctors. All her doctors are good. And she's got her insurance. And in Puerto Rico, it's my brother's like, she's gonna come over here for what? To last me a few months and then die on me? Because doctors over here suck. He told me straight up like that. I'm like, your own son is telling you this and you still want to go over there. Okay. But when he said snakes, that's all it took. And then, but she didn't believe it. She had to hear it from somebody else. So she asked my brother's neighbor over there, because she has her number. And she's like, he's just lying to me, so I won't go over there because of this and that. And I'm over here, whatever, mother, we told you we'll help you out with the ticket. You want to go? Go.
I don't know what she's making, Florida Mama Bear.
And then she's playing. She's just playing around.
We'll see if I get somewhere with it.
And then she called my brother's neighbor and she goes, so, hi, how you doing? And whatever, blah, blah, blah. She got all that out of the way. And then she goes, so is it true that you guys got snakes over there? And she's like, my brother's neighbor's like, yup, and big ones. I have found them in my garage and everything. She's like, okay, he wasn't lying to me. And you still want to go? We'll get you the ticket. No, I'm good.
We used to live right next to a rock quarry.
Yeah.
And Well, with rock forties, you get rattlesnakes.
Oh.
Oh,
Rattlesnakes.
I'm moving. I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah. My
Right.
husband was a trapper. He trapped animals. Well, he got a hold of a rattler
Uh-oh.
with a fishing pole.
Oh my.
And he comes over to my house with this rattler that's still alive, mind you.
What?
And says, "Here, you got to drive me up to my house." And I'm like, "Okay, what are we doing with that?" And he goes, "It's coming with us."
It's
And so
what?
I drove his truck. Now he lived 1.5 miles away from me. So I got in his truck. I drove with that rattler. I'm not joking. In a regular size truck. It wasn't even a big truck. It was a regular size, truck with, I've got my side, and then he's sitting right next to me with this rattler on a fishing pole. Just his little tail was just like all over the place. I was like, I'm freaking out 1.5 miles. I'm like, don't let that thing move. Don't let that thing move. I think I made it 1.5 miles in 2.2 seconds.
Nope. Drive me home. Hell no.
Well,
That would have been me. What's in there? Oh, a rattler. Oh, hell no. You drive your ass.
No, it was there. I mean, he didn't even put it in a bag. He just had it laying there on the floor.
I would be you drive your own ass home.
I was so scared. And I don't mind snakes, but rattlers, I do have a problem with those.
No, thank you.
But,
no, thank you.
Yeah.
My ass would have told him, you drive your own ass home. I'm not going.
My house was constantly full of animals sheds.
Nope.
My freezer had so many animal pelts in it because he'd take them in a bundle and sell the fur. So many animal pelts that I couldn't even put a chicken leg in there if I wanted to because it was so full.
Dang.
And he loved to fish. So he decided to get this bright idea that my refrigerator, the bottom and the crisper part of it, because you can adjust the humidity in there, which he thought was the coolest thing since sliced bread. So he made a worm farm. He made a worm bed out of that. I had worms in my crisper. I had pelts in my freezer.
Nope. You better buy your own. Nope. You better buy your own refrigerator. No.
My grandparents came for dinner. And they're, prim and proper, the teetotaling type, And my grandmother comes over and we're having spaghetti. She opens up the refrigerator. Well, she asked, she goes, can I make the salad? I said, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So she goes in my kitchen, she opens up the crisper and it's nothing but dirt and worms. And she goes, where's your lettuce?
Oh my goodness.
I said, Mom, Grandma, we don't use the crisper for fruits and vegetables. That's for the worms.
My goodness.
Goes, what in the hell do you got worms doing in your freezer?
Nope, buddy, you're gonna have to get your own fridge. Nope.
And then she goes into the freezer to get ice cubes for my grandfather's drink.
Oh my goodness.
Going, what is all this stuff in here? I said, do you really want to know? She goes, well, it's full. She goes, I said, those are animal skins. What? She goes, you know what, Kelly? Next time we'll just take you out to eat. I said, that was the point.
Oh my God.
It's like, don't eat it.
Right.
Yeah. We don't even eat at Kelly's. Thank you.
Right.
We go out to eat.
Oh, I'm gonna put worms. No, you're not. You get your own refrigerator, do it. Put it in the garage.
Well, he also had the bright idea that he was going to make honey. Okay.
Make what?
So he goes and he collects honey, which I don't like honey. But he was determined he was going to make honey. He found a honeybee he found a honey beehive
Oh,
out in the woods, and it was full of all these bees.
Oh,
so he says, so he went to the hardware store, got all this wood, made this wooden box with this plexiglass front and back. And
how wrong
he
did that
goes
go?
to get this honeybee, got stung out of his ass, brings it home, stuffs it in this box in our basement.
What?
And I look at him after he gets it all done, and I said, how's the bee gonna get out? And he goes, what do you mean get out? I said, they have to get out in order to get pollen, in order to make the bee, the honey.
Exactly, yes.
If they can't get out of the box, they ain't going to go get the honey to bring, or the pollen to bring back to their. I said, they died.
He killed all the bees.
There wasn't even an air hole. So he didn't want them getting out.
Oh my God.
Is this your ex-husband?
This was my ex-husband.
Okay, I was fixing to say, well, I'm going to have a talk with Scott.
No, Scott would go near a beehive. He doesn't hunt. He doesn't do anything. He fishes.
Oh my God.
But is this lawnmower guy? Is this lawnmower guy the one that used to?
This is the lawnmower guy.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes. But I love him. He takes me out on dates on a lawnmower. I love him. He wasn't the smartest in the book, but I love him.
God.
What you do when you're young and dumb.
Yeah. I understand. I've got one too.
Yeah.
Oh,
rest in peace, Terry.
That's probably why you're so curious of how he died.
Right? I am.
It's like, what the hell did he do?
Right. What did he get into?
Oh my God, he got bit by a raccoon.
Oh Lord.
He chased that damn raccoon. He got bit by the raccoon. He had to go to the hospital because he got bit by the raccoon and his hand started swelling up. So he had to go get some rabies shots. Okay. And he was so pissed off, not the fact that he got bitten, but because he had to go get the rabies shots, which aren't fun. So he goes out in the woods and tries to find that raccoon. You know how many raccoons are in that town? What are you going to do? Take a number? I mean, come on. You're never going to find this damn raccoon.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The things he do.
It was the bees that came back and got him.
Kept you on your toes.
Yeah, he definitely kept me on my toes. In fact.
Oh Lord. That's crazy.
It wasn't Mark.
That's crazy though.
I knew something was wrong, and it was the end of our relationship. When he decided to take me quail hunting, he wore orange. I wore brown with a hood.
Okay.
Just throw this on. It was a brown coat with a brown hood. I'm like, oh, well, that's going to save me. If I didn't see, I knew we were done.
Wow. Okay.
He wasn't concerned for your safety, was he?
Right.
No, he wasn't. In fact, I think that was the plan.
Here you go. They won't see you, so they'll shoot you.
I mean, that's no lie either. I mean, that's not a joke. He literally took me out quail hunting in the middle of deer season.
Wow.
With a brown coat on.
Yeah, he was setting you up.
He was setting me up.
Yep, you were.
Thank goodness it was a slow day.
You were being set up big time.
It was not successful because you're here with us, though.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I didn't go hunting after that.
I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't gone hunting either. My husband do that crap to me. Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow, did you get it off of there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
It came right off.
It did?
Yeah.
See, whenever I accidentally get glue on the I use wax paper though. That's on parchment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's parchment paper.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
It just peels right up.
Nice.
Awesome.
Is that what you wanted it to do?
Yeah. So put yourself on full screen and let me see what it looks like.
Right.
Well, there we go. Can you see?
Yeah, those are cool.
Hold it up. Oh wow, that is awesome.
Yeah. It just, this is kind of wet, but it just peels right up.
That is so cool. I love it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. 6 down, 150 to go.
What are you making?
150 to go.
I'm gonna try and make.
What are you gonna put it on?
Put them in a pot. Like
just try to make a faux what is it?
That succulents.
Succulent.
Oh.
I got a live one in the house. I have to show you.
I got no plants in my house outside where they belong.
Yeah, I don't have any plants either. DJ
outside
took them all
where they
outside
belong
now.
in the dirt outside.
I love plants.
His parsley came in pretty good. He got a first cutting of his parsley.
Oh,
yeah.
And so he goes, here, use this. And we're like, me and Jesse both looked at each other looking at his parsley. And we're like, since you took such delicate care of that parsley, we'll let you be the first person to use it.
Right.
We're not cutting nothing.
We'll give you the honors to do it.
Right.
You have all the honors to do it. Go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I don't grow anything indoors. Outdoors, please.
I used to have so many plants, and then I got busy and they all died, and so I can't keep another one.
I had some in my windowsill. This was years ago, and they started, and I used to keep them clean and nice, but they brought like little bugs in, and I was like, nope, nope, you're all gone. Bye. I forgot what I even forgot what they were called. I called up my neighbor. I go, you want these? She's like, you don't want them? I go, nope. They're bringing in little bugs. I don't want it.
Well, my neighbor who now lives in southern Missouri, her and I, whenever we'd go places, they'd have the plants. They'd have plants all in their like decor in restaurants or in little off the way, little sheet, little antique shops and stuff. They'd have the plants sitting outside. Yeah. We take snippets of it and take it home and replant them.
Yep.
So I had all these plants. I mean, it took a truckload just to move all my plants. And then I got busy and life happened and they all died. So
no.
Okay, honey.
All I got planted.
Good night, Florida Mama Bear.
Good night, Mama Bear.
Sweetheart.
The only thing I got planted along my windows is mint all the way around the house because it keeps bugs and spiders and mice and stuff from coming into the house.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
didn't know that. I ought to plant. we're knocking out all the stuff in my yard.
Nope. I plant mint right in front of around the whole house. And that spreads like that.
Yeah.
It spreads a lot.
Mint's
and then yeah, my family comes around here all the time and oh, my mint died. I was like, there's plenty of it. Go for it. Take some. Take some, go. And then we had a right next to and towards the front of the house and around towards the back door. The drainage wasn't so great, so we did like 4 feet of just gravel, and so all that is gravel, but it's just me, ladies. I'm so I took dirt and I threw it over the gravel, and it took, and I planted hostas, and I planted black eye Susans and daisies. Is it daisies? The yellow ones? I think it's daisies. Anyways, I pull on those every year and they keep coming back. They won't go away.
I have these. I went to, whenever we first moved in here, I bought these 6 little bitty pots. I mean, little bitty things. Only 6.
Mm-hmm.
Planted them in my flower bed in front of the house. They have taken over the yard.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken up the flower bed. It's taken up along the fence line, up the fence. That's one of the reasons why I haven't taken that portion of the fence to craft with yet, because it's just full of vines. And down the fence and into the other flower garden. That's I mean, it's 6 little plants. They only was one little stalk on this in this little bitty pot.
Yeah.
And that's how it's grown.
Yeah.
And then whenever I got siding in my house,
black eye Susans, and these things are nuts. They've gone everywhere. I have even run them over with the lawnmower.
Yeah.
I have taken them out from the grass and have taken a big chunk out of it to take them, and they still grow.
Yeah, my yard is, the side of my yard is nothing but that.
I just plant here every year. You could ask my mom. I go out there and I outroot it. I mean, I pull them out, and they're back. I'm like, what? I
chop mine out all the time.
Is yours like a vine, Kelly?
Yes. It's ground cover. It's like an ivy. It's like an ivy. That's what it is. And I mean, it just won't stop. And I told my neighbor, I said, take some of this, because she wanted to put some of that in hers. And I said, take some of it. She goes, no, I'll just wait till it comes on over. I said, well, it won't take long.
It's not going to take long to get over there, huh? Nope. These come out every year after I even pull them out from the root. And my cousin has taken, the one that came today, my cousin's wife has taken some. My mother has taken some. My brother, and they have regretted it because they don't stay where they're planted. I guess the wind blows the seeds to different places, and they find them in different places, and they're like, and now they go, I hate them things now. They're so pretty, but I hate them. I'm like, so do I. But I pull them from the root.
Yeah, you don't even see the rock wall in front of my house because they're just taking over. I mean, it's horrible. And they don't, I mean, they kill the weeds. I don't have to weed.
Nope. And the hostas, I have run them over with the lawnmower. I have pulled them from the root, and by next year I'm like,
I have one that is we use them in crafting, for greenery, and they're green and fuzzy. You know what I'm talking about? They're light green and fuzzy.
Lamb's ears?
Lamb's ear. Okay, I've got lamb's ear in my yard. And those are the same way. They just, you plant one little plant and all of a sudden you've got 8 of them everywhere. They breed like crazy.
Yep. That's how mint is. Mint, I started it just right in front of each of our windows, and now they're all along. And I'm like, I don't mind if they spread because I love the smell. Yeah. I can run them over and just stand there and go, oh, smells so good. And when I'm weeding under the window in the living room, the bay window, I love it. I sit there and I'm weeding, and if I by mistake pull like a leaf from one of them, I'm like, oh, I love it. I love the smell of the mint. I love it. Yeah. And I barely have had any spiders or stuff because that keeps them away. Mint's supposed to keep spiders away, and my daughter's happy about that because
it's an insect repellent.
My daughter's arachnophobic, so yeah, she can see the teeniest microscopic spider and mom, and I'm over here, oh shit, a spider, and I go over there, where the hell is there? Right there, and she's seen it, and I'm over here looking for it, and I'm like, you're screaming because of that? That's so kill it.
Yeah,
like, kill it. I'm like, it's so tiny, it's a baby. She's like, don't talk to me like that. Kill it.
My daughter's the same way. She'll pick a fish up and she'll hold snakes and do all this other stuff, but let there be a spider around.
My daughter.
I don't see spiders as much, only after when Cletus gets sick. That's the only time, because those little cats, man, they're hunters. And they see the time. They chase things all around my garage. I don't even know what they're chasing. I don't see it. And they're chasing it all over the place. And now they did get a hold of a skink. I do have a skink, a family that lives right outside my garage in a pile of wood that my daughter refuses to get rid of because it's the home. It's their home. And they come in through the little hole there underneath the garage door. I've seen a couple tails, but I haven't seen. I think they grab the tail, and then they scurry back out. And so I've seen a lot of tails around. And I've seen a baby frog. It was gone.
Oh, I got toads in my shed. Every time I go in there to clean, 1 or 2 toads.
Yeah, which I don't mind them. I love little frogs.
Yeah, I don't bother them. I just shoot them all out with the broom, and that's it. Yep.
So, but I like my frogs.
Yeah, I don't mind them. If they weren't so fast, I would pick one up.
I like my skinks. They're a little family.
Yeah.
There used to be just 3, but I think there's now 4 or 5 there now.
Oh, okay.
And they just have their little home right there. And I see them every once in a while. They'll be crawling up the concrete there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now we're battling ants. We're battling ants really bad here.
Oh, I have ants too. My daughter was telling me she's getting ants through her window. So I got to take a look at that before they get into her new air conditioner and whatever. She's like, Mom, I'm getting ants. I'm like, ugh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says she's seen a few in the bathroom, in the full bath. So I have to look at that too, see what the hell is in there. I don't know why the bathroom's clean, so it can't be something's on the floor.
That Vivo that you get from Walmart, is really good, and it's good for kids, and it's good around pets.
Yeah.
So I use Vivo.
Mm.
And we get that at Walmart. And it kills them. And then I don't see them in that room for a while, but then I'll see them in another part of the room. In another room.
Yeah, I gotta get me something.
I mean, we've got like 8 or 9 great big huge anthills in my front yard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't like ants.
I don't either. Mm-hmm. I can't stand them. But this year has been really bad. I've never seen so many ants.
Is that like the pest control people? They say, "Oh, we can come out and we can put powder on them or this, that, and other." He said, "But it doesn't kill them; it just relocates them."
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're finding because DJ put a bunch of spray on them with the hose and the spray stuff that he got from Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
That home is done. They're not in that home no more. But then we see another one popping up.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, like you said, it just relocates them.
Yeah.
So
well,
I don't know.
Ladies, it's 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Yep. It's almost.
So I'm gonna head out.
Okay, sweetheart.
Get my butt in bed because I don't even know who works tomorrow. I don't know if my son works tomorrow or my daughter works tomorrow. I gotta look at their schedule on my phone.
I went upstairs. All my babies are asleep. My daughter's got to work in the morning, so I'm sure the babies will be waking me up in the morning.
Yeah, you better get some sleep too.
And, my grandson went to sleep at 4 p.m.
Holy moly.
At 4 p.m. I think he's still sleeping. He has flip-flopped that schedule. I don't know we don't know what to do anymore. Sometimes he's in an awesome schedule and sometimes he does what he does and then he'll be up in a few hours. He'll be up in about an hour and a half. And then I'll hear him all over the house.
Wow.
Until the next day. So he'll be up all night. He messes up his schedule like that all the time.
My kids are sick.
All the time. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how he functions. I'm like, I tell my daughter, I don't know how you function. Because she's the one that deals with him most of the time. So I'm like, when he flip-flops his schedule like that, I'm like, I don't know how you function. I don't even know how you go to work.
Right.
I'm like, I don't even know how you stand there at work dealing with customers when you're almost dead on your feet.
Yep.
Rude customers, but she's always polite, you know. I'm like, she's like, I'm polite. They're the ones that are, you know. I go, just keep on being polite and whatever. Sometimes and she had a lady come back and say thank you to her because she was like, you know, gave her a good attitude and whatever. And the lady was like being you know, and then she came back and said, thank you, you know, I appreciate it and whatever, you know. I go, see, and that's exactly why you keep being polite and you know.
Yeah.
It's hard because it is hard. Some people
It is hard. You got to, you know. I know I worked in the food industry for a long time. And like I said, Sundays were the worst in the food industry. It's like they get home from church and they're mean.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you need to
and
go.
I'm like, hey, what do you go to church
start handing out sandwiches at communion because y'all, that little cracker didn't do you nothing.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what you went to church this morning for? If you were going to come out like that, you should have stayed home.
Yeah, right.
That's how I felt.
You should have stayed home if you were going to come out like that.
When I worked on Sundays, I could definitely tell what church they went to by the attitudes that they come out in.
I would have been.
I'm serious. It was like, okay. Well, the Baptists are coming in.
I would have been
coming in.
I would have been, listen here, sister. Let me tell you a thing or two. I went to a Baptist church and my mouth.
I could always tell.
Sometimes I had a filter, sometimes I didn't.
Yeah.
And I would have been, sister, what the hell did you go to church for?
Yeah, you need to go back and get your tithing. It ain't doing you no good.
I'm serious, girl. I would have been, no, girl, go back and talk to that pastor. Go back and talk to your pastor, girl, because no.
But all right, sweetie.
All right, hon. You guys have a good night. Good morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up, Carmen.
It was fine. It was great seeing you guys. Bye.
Bye, Carmen.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Thank y'all for coming.
Good night, everyone.
It was good to be here. We'll do it again. Probably after I move, though.
Yeah. How long is that going to be?
2 weeks.
2 more weeks?
2 more weeks. Yeah, we're getting there.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. So after I get moved and settle.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be back in the kitchen first, though, because I have a better setup there.
Yeah.
The craft room will take a while.
Everything's gonna take a while.
Yeah. So, but we'll.
Yep. That's the thing about moving. Organizing everything, and new places. And
I always like packing. I hate unpacking.
I like unpacking. I'm ready to put my stuff up. Like
I like packing because while I'm packing, I'm throwing out a lot.
Yeah.
I am purging as I go. Yep. I'll be like, you're not going. Your donation.
Yeah.
I make several piles
as I've gone, but
we
still have a lot.
I'll be making a lot of piles. Donation, throw away, keep.
Yeah. I'm tired of staring at blank walls, though. I mean, that was.
Yeah. When you're used to having stuff on your walls, yeah. I don't. You come to my house and all my walls are almost bare. I don't have a lot of stuff. When my husband was alive, he used to love having me have knickknacks here and there, and I'm like, but baby, you're not the one that have to clean those. I was like, baby, you're not the one that has to sit there and clean these things. I am. So he's like, okay, whatever you want. So, I appreciate it because you want the house to look good and look nice. It looks good and it looks nice and looks clean to me. I was like, it looks clean to me. That's what matters. I ain't got the clutter. I can't deal with clutter. And you see me, and he left a lot of things in that shed. I went through so many boxes, so many bins. And I was like, what in the hell is in this bin? I used to open it. It was a lot of his stuff. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He kept this and he kept that. And I'm like, what? I threw all that shit out. Oh, hell yeah. All of it. I looked at it. You ain't important. You're gone. My shed is nice and clean with my craft stuff, which I have to go through that again and clean up and purge that and see what I need to get rid of and keep.
Yeah.
I know I have to get rid of. I have a whole big box and I know they got to be messed up. Those round, they look like grapevine, but they're not. They're more, it's more like wicker. To me, it's more like wicker material. The wreaths that they used to sell at the dollar store.
Yeah.
That they look like wicker. I think that box of them, because I was making them for sale, and I couldn't find them in any dollar store, so I had to order a whole case. And I used half of the case, but the other half, I think that's got to go. I'm afraid of even looking at it in there because it must be full of spider webs, probably wasp nests in there. So I'm gonna pull that box out very slowly, very slowly.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing comes out flying out of there.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, no, I don't like a lot of stuff. It's like right now I'm looking at this corner and I have to get rid of all those crafts I have made. See who wants them, and if nobody wants them, they're gone. I'll take out what I'm gonna reuse, but everything else is bye.
I have a storage unit I have to go through.
Yeah,
I want
no.
to go through it.
I got like 4 big container things. I gotta go through all that stuff. All right, so ladies, good night. I
Good
see
night,
you
honey.
Monday at Kelly's. If you're going on Monday,
I'm hoping I go live Monday.
okay. So I'll see
Depends
you
on what
then.
time my husband gets home.
All right.
So
We'll see you guys then. You guys
all
have
right.
a good night.
Bye, everybody.
That was fun. Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Yep.